Dear students, welcome you all in the virtual process of learning. Today's topic is a protein. Protein is an essential macronutrient. Protein found throughout the body in the muscles, bone, skin, hair and virtually every other body parts or tissue. It makes up the enzyme that power any chemical reaction and the hemoglobin that carries oxygen in your blood. In today's lecture, we will learn about introduction of protein, classification of protein, how we can categorize protein. Protein are categorized based on their structure, based on their biological function, based on their shape and size, based on their composition, and based on their nutritional basis. Classification of protein. Protein can be classified by based on their structure, based on their biological function, shape and solubility of the protein, based on their composition and based on their nutrient basis. So protein can be classified into 5 different categories. We can study in detail in the next slides. Based on structure. Protein based on structure can be categorized into 4 main categories: primary structure, secondary structure, tertiary structure and quaternary structure. Primary structure. Primary structure of protein is defined as a linear sequence of amino acid joined together by peptide bond. Peptide bond and the disulfide bonds are responsible for maintaining the primary structure. The order of amino acid in a polypeptide chain is unique and specific to a particular protein. Altering a single amino acid causes a gene mutation which most often results into a non-functioning protein. Insulin is the example of primary structure which contains two polypeptide chains. Secondary structure of protein. Secondary structure refers to the coiling or folding of a polypeptide chain that gives the protein its three-dimensional shape. Hydrogen bonds are responsible for stabilizing the secondary structure. There are two types of secondary structure observed in the protein: alpha helix structure and beta pleated structure. Alpha helix structure resembles a coiled spring and is secured by hydrogen bonding in the polypeptide chain. The second type of secondary structure in protein is beta pleated sheet. This structure appears to be folded or pleated and is held together by hydrogen bonding between polypeptides unit of the folded chain that is lied adjacent to the one another. Tertiary structure of protein. The tertiary structure is defined as the three-dimensional arrangement of all atoms in the protein. There are several types of bonds and forces that holds a protein in its tertiary structure. The first bond is the hydrophobic interaction. The hydrophobic interaction greatly contributes to the folding and shaping of a protein. The R group of the amino acid is either hydrophobic or hydrophilic. Hydrogen bonding in the polypeptide chain and between amino acid R group helps to stabilize protein structure by holding the protein in the shape established by the hydrophobic bonding. Due to protein folding, ionic bonding can occur between positively and negatively charged alkyl group that comes in close contact with one another. Folding can also result into the covalent bonding between the R group of cysteine amino acid. This type of bonding forms what is called a disulfide bridge. Interaction is also known as van der Waals forces that assist in the stabilization of protein structure. So these interaction pertain to be attractive and repulsive forces that occurs between molecule that becomes polarized. These forces contribute to the bonding that occurs between the molecule. So there are basically four types of bond that is helpful in the tertiary structure, that are the hydrophobic interaction, disulfide bridge, hydrogen bond, and the van der Waals forces and covalent bond. Quaternary structure of protein. Quaternary structure refers to the structure of a protein macromolecule formed by interaction between multiple polypeptide chain. Each polypeptide chain is referred to as a subunit. The protein with the quaternary structure may consist of more than one of the same type of protein subunit. These subunits are associated through hydrogen bond, ionic interaction, and the hydrophobic interaction. Hemoglobin is the example of quaternary structure of protein. Based on the function, proteins are categorized into different categories, that are catalytical protein, transport protein, regulatory protein, storage protein, and structural protein. Let's discuss these protein one by one. The first protein based on the function is catalytical proteins. The most striking characteristic feature of this protein is their ability to function within the living cell as biocatalyst. These biocatalysts are known as enzymes. The enzyme enhance the reaction rate a million times. Example of enzymes are DNA polymerase, lipase, amylase, etc. The second protein based on the function is regulatory protein. These are polypeptides and small proteins found in relatively lower concentration in the animal kingdom but play highly important regulatory role in maintaining order in complex metabolic reaction. For example, growth hormone. Growth hormone of pituitary and parathyroid hormone regulate calcium and phosphate transport in the body and maintain the growth of body. Insulin, which is a regulatory protein formed in the pancreatic tissue and helps to regulate the blood sugar level in body. Storage protein. Storage protein is a major class of protein which has the function of storing amino acids as nutrients and as building blocks for the growing embryo. Storage protein are the source of essential amino acid which cannot be synthesized by the human being. Casein stores protein in the milk. Ferrin stores the iron in the spleen and the liver. Pulses store globulin and prolamine. And in rice, the major storage of the protein is glutenin. Structural protein. These proteins serve as structure material or as important component of extracellular fluid. This type of proteins are the major components of tendons, cartilage, and the bones. Example of structural protein are myosin of the muscles, keratin of the skin and hair, and collagen of the connective tissue. Feathers of birds consist of tough insoluble protein named as keratin, which is present in the human in the skin and in the hair. Summary of today's lecture. In today's lecture, we have learned about classification of protein. Protein can be classified based on their structure, function, composition, shape, and nutritional basis. Based on their structure, Protein can be classified further into three categories: primary structure, secondary structure, tertiary structure, and quaternary structure. Primary structure is simply the sequence of amino acid in a polypeptide chain. Insulin is the example of primary structure. Secondary structure refers to local folded structure that forms within a polypeptide due to interaction between atoms of backbone. Hydrogen bonding basically stabilizes the secondary structure. Tertiary structure is primarily due to the interaction between the alkyl group of amino acids that make up the protein. Quaternary structure refers to the structure of a protein macromolecule formed by interaction between multiple polypeptide chains. Based on their function, protein can be further classified into catalytical protein, structural protein, regulatory protein, transport protein, and storage protein. Catalytical protein catalyze biochemical reaction in the cell. Enzymes and coenzymes are the example of catalytical protein. Structural protein makes various structural components of living being. Collagen make bone, elastin make ligaments, and creatine makes the hair and nails. Regulatory protein regulates metabolic and cellular activities in the cell and tissue. Hormones are the example of regulatory proteins. Transport protein transport the nutrients and the other molecule from one organ to the other. For example, hemoglobin, which carry oxygen from one tissue to another. Storage protein. Storage proteins store various molecules and the ions in the cell. For example, ferritin stores iron. So in today's lecture, we learn about protein based on their structure and function. In the next lecture, we will learn about the protein based on their composition, shape, and nutritional basis. For more details, dear student, you can refer to these books and the websites. In this slide, we will learn which type of question you have asked in your examination from this lecture. The first question, how would you classify proteins based on their structure? In this question, you have to explain the different four types of protein based on their structure. That are the primary structure, secondary structure, tertiary structure, and quaternary structure of the protein. The next question is how would you classify protein based on their function? There are various type of proteins based on their function we can categorize, that are the storage proteins, transport proteins, catalytical proteins, and that are the regulatory proteins and the transport proteins.